Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about how I embarrass myself in front of hundreds of people. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button or even maybe that subscribe button if you enjoy the content. And yeah, let's get into the video. So here's the story. So back in middle school, okay, I was I really wanted to be part of student government, okay? I liked the idea of making a difference in my school, and I thought, I was liked by a good portion of people, so I thought, maybe if I go for it, I can, make a positive impact on my school, okay? So, so all my friends and like a few of my friends and some people I don't know, some classmates and we all sign up for student government. So it was me, a friend of mine, and then a few other classmates that I was okay with. Like I know they're kind of my friend, not really though. Okay. So anyway, basically, I sign up for student government. Okay. And I'm excited. I sign up. I get a teacher recommendation because one of the teachers really likes me. She's like, I think you're gonna do really well if you apply, and so I was feeling confident. All right. Bear in mind that the people I was running up against were very intelligent and smart people. Some of them did like speech and things like that, so they were very intellectual. Okay. Unlike your boy in certain things. Anyway, so I go ahead and we start elections. So the way elections work is we go ahead and begin speaking, have a speech, okay, and then everyone evaluates your speech and votes on the best candidate that they think. And this speech is done in front of the entire middle school, 5th grade to 8th grade. They're all sitting there in the assembly watching you speak, okay? So after I find out, oh, we have to do speeches and stuff, I get home and I talk to my dad. And I'm like, hey, these are my ideas, these are what I think could be good. And my dad looks at me and he's like, listen, you don't want to seem like you're talking like without, you have your whole speech memorized. And I was like, yeah, I agree. So he told me, just make a list of bullet points that you want to cover in your speech, and then just kind of, practice a little bit, but just kind of wing it. So I was like, bet, okay? So I was like, I'm gonna do this, okay? So I start writing a list of bullet points, but then I just completely forget to finish it, okay? It has like 2 bullet points on it. On my notes iPhone freaking screen, I have 2 bullet points. One of them says say my name, and the other says I think like a promise about the student body for like more vending machines. I don't even know, which is something I cannot even promise because the teachers told us you can't promise certain things, but I had it in my bullet point, okay? So the day of the speeches, I realized we have speeches today. Like I did not know that was the day. So I roll up with my 2 notes on my phone, and turns out the speeches are in the morning. So I have no time to practice or anything like that. And guess who has to speak first? Because my last name is AB, I have to speak first. Okay? So it's just terrible. Okay? So I'm nervous, but I'm like, you know what? I've done things. This is my chance. This is my opportunity to prove people wrong. So I get up and I'm about to speak. So I get up there and I say, hello, my name is Omar Abu Al-Azam. And then I completely blank. So I sit there for a solid few seconds just wondering what I'm going to say. And then I begin stuttering. Like I say a word and then I stop, and then I say a word and then I stop. Not because like I'm constantly thinking of what to say, right? And then and then I'm like, thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to speak today. And then I just start saying the most most, you know, cliche things ever, okay? All right? And then in the middle of my speech, I'm like, I promise to bring you guys more vending machines and, you know, stuff like that. And then and then my teacher, who's literally like right beside us when we're speaking, literally stops me for a second and says, you can't promise that, and says it, and the mic picks it up so everyone can hear. And then you know, I guess I just go back to speaking, you know, I'm talking, and then the teacher looks at me and she just stops me in the middle of my sentence, and she's like, your time's up, kid. Your time's up. Because I wasn't paying attention to how long I was speaking. So I didn't even finish my speech. I just in the middle of my sentence just walked away. And then the worst part is the next person to speak was my friend, and he goes up there and he does one of the most beautiful speeches, most eloquent speech I've ever heard. It was so touching, it was funny, it had everything. It was just an amazing speech. And suffice to say, I did not get into student government, but it was a great opportunity. So yeah, I don't know if you've heard that story, Pikachu, but that was my embarrassing story. But I literally embarrassed myself in front of hundreds of kids.